Well, hey, how are you today? Here we go, live on a Friday. Messing around with some multi-streaming. I see Dirt Rat into the chat room. How do you do? Welcome. It's the Lunchbox breaks during the lunch hour. We're hitting the 12:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, coming at you live from Western New York. Nice, sunny, windy day here in the great city of Rochester, New York. Sitting up to the EIC microphone, that's the Excellence in Cardboard. It's me, the Lunch Man. Here we go. We're going to try to get some Bowman up in his house today. See if we can get this to go. I've got the classy assortment Bowman right in front of us. Man, it's a little bit of everything right here, man. This HTA has been straight fire. Straight fire. Dreams come true when you open boxes of HTA. You want a cardboard dream come true? Come join us during an HTA opening. It's gorgeous stuff. Beautiful, beautiful cards. We got the Chrome Hobby box. I've got a Sapphire edition Bowman. And then the original, the OG from 2021. The Bowman, one autograph per box, the first release of the year. We got that all put together on a break. It's on the website, the Lunchbox Breaks website. Go in, grab yourself a spot, and get ready for your dreams to come true. In the meantime, I will sit here and talk nonsense, gibberish for however long it takes. So Dirt Rat saying the bread is baked. I'm on my way into work. Dirt Rat, are you a baker? Do you bake bread? I bake bread. I don't bake it personally, but I work at a bakery. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. Looks like I got a little issue. Oh, my job is my job is done. Okay, I got you, man. You're operating on all levels, and I'm backwards. I'm always a couple crumbs behind, as they say in the business. Trying to get this restream going. I wonder if I can get it. I'm gonna try to do something with this. I'm gonna mess around with the stream today. I got a restream going. And I just got a message saying my live isn't available. Are you on YouTube, Durat? Yeah, you can see this live on YouTube, right? I got a little bit of a horse in my throat. A little frog. Get the old tea and honey going here. You guys can join me for a cup of tea. No crumpets included. All right, Dirt, you are aware. Well, if you don't mind me asking, what do you do for a living, Dirt Rat? What, I'm sure you're not. I'm sure you're not a dirty rat in the off time, the off hours. I mean, you dirty rat. Let's see here, I'm gonna try to embed this. Looks like my Facebook connection is not working. YouTube shows YouTube is live, so I don't know what the heck that email is all about. I'm going to try to open it up to some more. You'll need to enable live streaming first on your YouTube channel, Lunchbox Breaks. Oh, okay. That's my other live. I think it's going over the wrong one. I push boxes for a living as well as a part-time breaker and as well as a father and also a novice IT gay. I'm the in-house IT personnel in my family. I know just enough to be annoyed with it. You push boxes for a living. Well, I used to be in the logistics business. I actually cut my teeth in freight. Actually, air freight is where I first started the real work in my life. I don't count my petroleum transfer engineer as a actual job because I enjoyed it too much. I actually have that on my resume when I applied for the job I have now. Petroleum transfer engineer, aka a pump jockey. I worked at a full-time service gas station from when I was 16. I worked there actually over a course of 10 years on and off, full-time and part-time. Before that, I was a busboy. I was a dishwasher. I worked at a vegetable garden. But where I first really got into the real business is I started delivering for a mail truck company. I was 19, and then I went into the world of logistics. I drove a F350 Super Duty with a 12-foot box on the back, and they contracted with the U.S. Postal Service at the sorting center at the city I lived in. So I'd take the truck down to the USPS, the Postal Service, fill the back of the truck up with bags and boxes of mail, and I've said this before. I'll never forget my first day on the job. I'm with one of the dispatch officer. He was showing me how to do the run. And he picked up one of the boxes from the Postal Service. It said fragile right across it. Fragile. And I go, well, do we got to set this box aside and make sure it doesn't get damaged? He says, fragile, you throw it harder. You freaking throw it harder, all the fragile stuff. He took that box and tossed it so hard into the truck that I swear I heard the chandelier shatter inside. And that was my first day and first it was 19 years old, 1996. And learned the real job I've ever had in my life. Made real money and I did real work. And I ended up moving forward with that business. I was I got into the world of air freight. I started I was an air freight agent for a while. I was a broker. I was a customs broker. Well, I wasn't a certified customs broker, but I used to do export and import freight out of the country, and I'd hand the documents over to a broker. I'd handle invoicing and stuff like that. I kind of went right through the whole world of logistics. Then I got into the management part. Giant voice guy. The funny thing is, I can't figure out or have the time to figure out the life of me how to get a live stream up on YouTube and what type of hardware connection I really need to get by. Hey, it's Carter Sanders. Good morning. Top of the morning to you, Carter. There we go. How are you? Having a little cup of tea here. Rat. Hey, man. Hit me up, dude. I can help you out with that stuff. Live isn't that hard. I think you got to sign up with YouTube. I think there's something you got to do with YouTube first. You gotta verify your account. You gotta do something. You gotta sign off on a lot of things with YouTube. If you want to just do YouTube exclusively, right now I'm trying to stream in 5 different areas. I don't know how well it's working, and I'm messing around with it. I'm trying to launch. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Breakers TV. I'm on Facebook and Twitch. Actually, the Facebook is showing an error. I'm not rocking the Facebook connection. Something's wrong with my Facebook. I do have a Lunchbox Breaks Facebook channel that my secretary never uses. So I'm trying to stream all of those at the same time. I'm messing around with this Restream software. I don't know if it's going well. I don't know how it looks on your guys' end. The biggest complaint I have is the aftermarket chat they have. When I type in it, I don't see anything. See, I'm typing in the chat, and when I hit enter, it doesn't come up on the display, and it pisses me off. But so it goes. A lot of things tick me off. So you push boxes for a living. I did my fair share pushing those boxes. I worked for UPS for 10 years. In and out. I was a dispatcher for a while. I was a broker, freight broker. And one of the things we did was a specialty was the business I was in was the 150 pounds plus overnight expediting business. And that's a wild, wild market. It used to be. I was actually, I went to my kid's parent-teacher conference yesterday. And I ran into one of my fellow friends. I used to work at the airport when we used to do air freight. And me and him both agreed. I was driving truck. I was delivering air freight during the 9/11 thing. The 9/11 thing. Before and after 9/11. And one of the people don't understand the world of how the world of logistics took a hit, a massive hit. Airlines across there's a reason why if you check the amount of airlines that have flown and the what they were worth before and after 9/11, the impact on that industry, it's unexplainable. I watched there used to be 6 different air freight companies here at this airport. Now there's one, and it's barely open. And it all comes down to the 9/11 thing. And I was talking to a guy I worked with at the airport over here, the airport I used to work at my son's teacher's conference. And we both agreed. We watched it just diminish. You know, there was all these mandates that all freight had to be TSA certified. You had to go visit the drivers had to certify that there's no bombs on that. Well, geez, I can't say that on here. You know, they got to make sure there's no, no questionable material. We used to have to, if you're putting stuff on, if you're flying international and you put cargo in the belly of the planes, they had to be all go through an x-ray machine, which cost millions of dollars. There's just all these mandates and regulations, and it kind of really destroyed the overnight logistics game. Because prior to that, it was the Wild West, and it was a lot of people fighting for people, and a lot of companies would ship stuff across the world and it'd make it there in 2 or 3 days, and everybody was fighting to move it for each other. Massive, massive industry. And it kind of just all the air went right out of it after 9/11. Slowly depleting to nothing. You push the medical supplies to hospitals. Oh, cool, cool. Boy, that's a smart business to be in, Dirt Rap. There was one thing, the number one employer 40 years ago in Rochester, New York, there's the top three. Well, number one was Kodak. Everybody knows who Kodak is. That's the camera company. The headquarters were right here. They used to employ thousands upon thousands here in Rochester. The second the second leading employer in Rochester was Xerox. The third one was Bosch and Lomb. Everybody knows Xerox. Xerox is pretty big. Bosch and Lomb, the eye contact, eyeglasses, vision, optical. They were the three leading employers for many years here in Rochester. Now, if you go to look at the number one employer in Rochester, it's the hospitals. The University of Rochester employs more people in the city than anybody else. And that, I'm pretty sure that kind of thing goes on throughout the country. Healthcare is a very smart business to get into. As we see more and more growth in the healthcare departments, it's just it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. It's a healthy move. It's a healthy career move to get into, is what I want to say. You got to be busy all the time, Dirt Rat. I'm sure of that. The healthcare medical field is definitely it's going to be something that's not going away fast. And with, the current global pandemic, there's a lot more money being pumped into the healthcare. Don't think it's going away. Anyways, we're going to try to give this a run. Some cardboard. Let's take a look. I'll take a look at the different ones I got up here. I got this one. It's a $40 one. 30 left until we break. I got a 4-box Bowman Chrome break. It's $35 a piece. Maybe that one's a little closer to going. It's only got 24 left. We'll try to give it a run. Thank you, Carter, and thank you, Dirt Rat, for stopping by. Maybe my only guests for the day. I'll hang out here for a bit. Maybe the stream isn't very strong. I'll blame that, or maybe everybody's already Bowmaned out. I'll hang loose here. Going about 20 minutes now. I'm gonna give it a couple hours. Talk about anything your heart's desires. Man, some of these Bowman Chrome cards coming out, man. Some gorgeous looking cards. Gorgeous. I was checking out OMG's break last night, and holy cow, he hit some good looking stuff. Dustin Fisher hit a really, really great card. I don't know who the player was, but he showed me it on eBay, going for close to $1,000. That's what's wonderful about this Bowman. Not that I'm about the value. Not that I'm about the value of baseball cards. I am about the hobby. I am hobby first. Collecting. Collecting is very important. I like to collect. I love to collect. I like collecting this guy right here's my guy. All about the Jism right now. Chaz Jism. Bowman first. Anybody, and I'll put this word out there. If you're in breaks and you're getting the Jism, I know he's got an auto in this Bowman stuff. If you guys are getting autos and you're looking to unload, I'm your guy. If you got any of these, this is year 2017 Bowman. He's got 2017 Bowman kicking around. Hit me up. If you got some Jisms, I'm your guy. I'm the guy you want to talk to. Actually, Carter, you sent me one. We need to talk turkey later, if you're still there in chat. Am I live? I don't see anything. Might have to take a look at this. Let me take a look. Let me see if I'm going to go to YouTube and see if I'm live. How's it look? Oh, yeah, there it is. It's okay. Let me take a look. Let me see if I'm going to go to YouTube and see if I'm live. How's it look? Oh, yeah, there it is. It's okay. Let me take a look. Let me see if I'm going to go to YouTube and see if I'm live. How's it look? Oh, yeah, there it is. It's okay. Let me take a look. Let me see if I'm going to go to YouTube and see if I'm live. How's it look? Oh, yeah, there it is. It's okay. Let me take a look. Let me see if I'm going to go to YouTube and see if I'm live. How's it look? Oh, yeah, there it is. It's okay. Yeah. No more acid today. That'll be the end of that. Thank you for going with me down that reverbial rabbit hole. Let's take a look at tweeters. How do I look on Twitter? I saw that Restream put in Twitter as an option. Hey, Preston Cantor. How do you do? Doesn't really show me live. I'm trying to go. It says I'm going live on Twitter. I wonder if that's actually happening. Can you see that? What's going on with Preston today? How was your day going? Trippy. What do you think of that, Turat? Was that trippy? You having an acid flashback? Let's check out Twitch. I don't know. I can't see if I'm on Twitter or not. It doesn't show up. Let me try Twitch. It's supposed to be live on Twitch also. Twitch, I think, is my favorite streaming platform. Really like that. I think it is built to stream. That was why the whole foundation was built. They built it from the ground up to stream.
So welcome.
Oh God. Shut you down. See how we look. It shows me online. Yes. Yes. Yeah, there I am. 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 All right, no more of that. No, it's too early in the morning to deal with acid heads. You and I have opposite hours. I start working very early in the morning. Yeah, I am. Some people might call me abnormal. I think you folks at work way early in the morning, going to work at 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 8 a.m. You guys are the weirdos. I'm the only normal one around. Anybody that knows anything about anything should know that you should go to work in the evening. It's like 20 years ago, and somehow a dab of Alice in Wonderland made it into my system. Well, I try to keep this show kid-friendly. I try my best. But, man, I can talk about some Alice in Wonderland trips that I've had in my life. I'll tell you what, when I started making that big money in my 20s, in the late 90s, there was no doubt there was a lot of Alice in Wonderland trips going on in my my youth. Couple quite memorable too, quite memorable. I think the first one is always the most memorable. And I was what would they call a free spirit back then, or a functioning alcoholic, or a degenerate. It's very possible I still am all that. You're going to work at 5:30 a.m. I agree, it is too early. All right, yeah, Preston. I'm glad we got it figured out. Got to figure that out. 5:30. Yeah, 5:30 is about usually when I go to bed. I go to bed around 4 to 5, 5:30. Right now my work schedule is my base schedule, but I'm back and forth. I've been going in at 7, I've been going at 6, but 5 p.m. is my base schedule. And there's something visceral and awesome about it, because you go into work at 5 o'clock and everybody's leaving. Everybody's walking out. Everybody. All the safety engineers, the HR, the sales people, the the communication specialists, the title, insert title name here, the buyers, the producers, the schedulers, the big shots, the people making the big money. Everybody's leaving, and I walk in. Here I go in. The industrial engineers. And then here I come. It took an army to run the place during the day. It took literally hundreds of people to keep the place working during the day. And here I come in. It's pretty much me and an armful of overnight vampires. We're going to do the same thing at night with about 100 less people. Chasing the Cheshire Cat. Man, I got so many great memories. One of my favorite times of chasing the Cheshire Cat, we'll flash back to 1999. 1999, what was big in that? Kid Rock was big. Big Kid Rock was just hitting the scene. 1999. What else was big? 1999. I remember specifically Kid Rock being big. It was right at the grunge was kind of grinding out. People were kind of done with grunge. It was on the radio. It was Pretty Fly for a White Guy was all over. Creed had their second or third album out. Oh man, what was it? 1999? But it was 1999. Me and a compadre hop into a car, and I believe it was in July. And we head in New York State, Western New York. We're bound for Rome, New York. We get into my Mazda MX-6. Bound for Rome, New York, no problem. We get to Cortland, New York, which is about 35, maybe 20 minutes north of Ithaca, New York. This is only after about a 45-minute drive. We're starting at Elmira, New York. And in Cortland, New York, my fan belt goes on my Mazda MX-6. I believe it was a 89, 88 Mazda MX-6 turbo. And the fan belt goes. And my alternator lights on. And I'm like, I see the belt, like, open the hood, and there's the belt laying there on the hood. Y2K, yes, Y2K. Dirt Rat, man, you nailed it there. Glad you bring that up. What just happened? My birdie just had a little heart attack back there. What's up, Tommy? What are you doing back there, Tommy? Oh, Jazz. He just went down. Birdman just went down. I gotta help you out, buddy. Get back up on there. Get back on that liquid highway. Ain't stopping now. Can't drink all day if you don't start drinking in the morning. Back on the Y2K tangent, maybe we'll revisit back to my 1999 trip to Rome, New York. Anyways, Y2K, wow. I was driving truck in 1999. I drove a truck from 96 to 2002. 1999, I will never forget the wild and craziness I used to see driving truck. I used to take deliveries there was about a dozen different people in the southern tier that had fallout shelters. Fallout shelters built for the end of the world. A couple of them were post, the 80s Cold War fallout. I mean, I grew up in the 80s, and I remember the fallout fear that I remember having that afraid that everybody's just going to blow everybody up in a nuclear war. We were at, Reagan, and he was gonna nuke Gorbachev. So there was the fallout bunkers, and in 1999, I used to deliver these rations. I used to deliver cans. I used to deliver mason jars. I used to deliver pallets and pallets of canned foods to these people with these shelters in their backyards, non-stop. And I'm not joking. There's these people. I'm like, and you know what? And I'm like, what? In 99, I'm 21, 23. 96, I was 19. So it's 22, and I'm like, man, maybe I should do something about this. And every one of them, like, you ready? Y2K. the 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 silos, the missile silos can't handle it. All our subthermonuclear warheads are all run off of technologies from the 60s that can't handle the change of 1999 to 2000. That was the fear of Y2K, if I remember. They said all the algorithms, all the computer-based systems in the banking industry was one of them, Wall Street, and what else? Most notably, everybody talked about was the nuclear warheads that were all running off of computers that couldn't handle a flip to 2000. It was the Y2K fear. And I remember I'm thinking, I go, what's going to happen? I'm driving truck and I'm delivering to these people that are like stockpiling food for a year. I mean, they had a, I'm thinking, I'm like, man, I'll remember where this is when when zombies are chasing me down the road. I'm going to go find this guy because he's got a lot of canned corn. The Y2K was a real scare. I mean, really, people were freaked out. You think people are messed out over COVID right now. Y2K was the COVID of the 90s. We were ready for just like all the missiles in the world were supposed to open up and everybody was supposed to blow up and we're going to be in a nuclear winter. And I'm like, what should a young lad like me in my 20s do to prepare? And I'll never forget what I did. I went over to the Rod and Gun Club. I bought 2 cases of shotgun shells for my shotgun. I put them in my bedroom. I'm like, I don't know what else to do. I go, I'm not buying 10 skids of cream corn. I'm not buying beets in a can. That was my preparation. Luckily, I never had to resort to that ammo. But I did use that ammo, but not for Y2K reasons. I remember the computers at my work. The freight company I used to deliver for was called Emery Worldwide. It was a air freight. It was a national air freight company. Very, very, publicly traded company. It was right there. Not as big as UPS in any sense, but it was a big dog in the race in the logistics world. And I'd go into those offices when I was picking up my freight, and all these computers had little stickers on them. Y2K ready. Y2K. Hey, it's Dandy Andy. The AP from PA, we're talking about yesteryear. We're talking about 1999, about Y2K. I went on a Y2K tangent, and I'm sticking to it. Andy, I don't know if you remember Y2K. I remember the craziness. It was literally, a lot of people were going as nuts as people are about the pandemic. That's why I'm trying not to get all worked up over this stinking pandemic. I remember everybody getting worked up over Y2K for nothing. It was nothing. It was a farce. I remember 1999, 2000, everybody had Prince on. Everybody's playing Party Like 1999, New Year's Eve. And I heard one of the best jokes around where we didn't do it at the party I was at. But as the ball dropped, everybody would kill the lights to their house. So it was like, there we go. Here comes the apocalypse. Yeah, everybody was waiting for a blackout at 12 a.m. I remember it. It didn't happen. Nothing happened. Absolutely nothing happened. I don't think anybody. Everybody was worked up for that night. Everybody was freaked out. I mean, everybody had a sense of, this was it. Good night. I mean, I guess it's kind of a major deal when you switch from the 1900s to the 2000s. I wonder if people thought that in the 1800s when they switched over to the 1900s. It might have been a different world. I'm sure there was a lot of scares. I was waiting for my next drink. Yeah, me too. I remember we were drinking margaritas at this guy's basement party. He had like a house party going on. Remember the margarita glasses being like this wide, big plastic things. And the biggest scare was we're almost out of tequila. You were in Japan at the time. Wow. So was it sake all day, Andy? Were you socking it to you all day? Sake, sake, sake. Suki, suki, su. Oh, that's so bad. I shouldn't say that. I don't know. What do people drink for alcohol in Japan? I go right to sake. I don't know if that's true or not. And what were you doing in Japan? You were drinking Moet? Enlighten me. What is a Moet? Sounds like a champagne. Oh, it was champagne. They have everything we have. I was okay. U.S. Air Force. Well, thank you for your service, Andy. That's right. I think you've talked with Triple V about that. You know, he's in the Air Force. Preston says he likes Japanese whiskey. I have to say, I'm very uncultured. I don't know much about the Japanese culture. Only from what I see or read or see on social media, maybe, or on or stuff. Um, I know after the war, I know it was basically westernized. I assume, anyways. What's a good Japanese whiskey, Preston? Do you remember? You've been to Japan once. It's a great place to visit. I really have never traveled overseas. My wife has. My wife's done a tour of Europe. Hibiki. Oh, I've heard of Hibiki. I've heard of that. I may have actually had that. Actually, my brain cells are collecting it. The sake dropped me on my ass. Tasted like water, but as soon as you stood up, you're back on the floor. No, sake. I've had that before. That's basically just it's rice liquor, right? That's all sake is. It's made out of rice. There's all kinds of different flavors of it. That stuff does mess you up. I've never gotten really drunk on it. I've only had a shot here or there, or like a cup of it. I've sipped it once at a restaurant. I can honestly say I've never gone out and bought a bottle of sake and made made it a a commitment to finish the bottle. No, never did that. I have done that with a lot of other bottles though. Suck it to me, baby. Yeah. There we go. See, Dustin's on my take. What's your take on sake there, Dustin? How you doing, man? Hope all is well with you. Hey, man, congrats on your hit in the OMG break. Amazing, amazing card coming out of HTA for you. The bottles are huge. From floor to knee is about the size of the sake bottles. Oh my stars! That's some that's some sake commitment. Yeah, I've never been overseas. I don't know if I'm going to either. If I have a choice and I don't have to, I don't think I'm going to go. Um, the older I get, the more I just want to hunker down right in my spot, and I don't really want to go that far. We traveled to the Bronx, which is about 6 hours away, and I don't want to do that again anytime soon. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it an hour away from my zip code. Hour, maybe 2 hours, because my mom lives 2 hours away. So make it to my mom's. Not much farther. Yeah, I will say I got a couple bucket lists I do want to go to. I do want to go see a show at Red Rocks. Out your way, Dustin. I really want to see a show at that amphitheater. As a music junkie that I am. I'll drink it if it's there, but it's not something I'm going out to get. Yeah, exactly, Dustin. I'm the same way. You used to travel since having kids? Yeah, that's a smart thing to do. Yeah, once well, I'll tell you what. Traveling before kids is a different experience than traveling with kids. This, I'll tell you what, that trip to New York really put my driving into the city of Bronx with three toddlers in the back going at it with each other really tests your patience. Do you think you're a doctor? Well, let's see if you have patience, because yeah, especially with my girls. Actually, the boy is pretty good, but the girls cannot take a car ride. They're at that 6-year-old level. They just can't tolerate it unless they're sleeping. It's just not in their bandwidth. Not on their not possible. Traveling now is just a problem in general. Dustin says Red Rocks is the best place, hands down. Oh man, I really want to check a show there. I really do. Dead and Company announced a couple shows there. And man, I was trying to check out tickets to fly out there, catch a show. I wouldn't mind seeing Bobby Weir there. Just isn't in the cards. Would love to see Bobby Weir there, but I don't think it's gonna happen. When are they playing there? Red Rocks. They got only got a couple. They got for October 19th and October 20th. They go they go on sale today at 1:00. About 10 minutes they go on sale. The tickets for that. Then they're playing Fiddlers Green Amphitheater, Englewood, Colorado. Where's that, Dustin? Is that far from Denver? Fiddlers Green Amphitheater. They're playing that the next couple nights after that. I have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. Going down the street is an ordeal. Oh, man, Preston. Andy says his youngest is 12. Yeah, so they've gone past it. Oh, man. 2 girls that are 6-year-old and a boy that's 8. Actually, I got to say, the Junior does pretty good in the car rides. He's built for it. The girls at 6, not so much. Not so much at all. Not even close. It's Fiddler's Green is about 20 minutes. Man, I would, you know what? It would be amazing. I've always wanted to do this. I'd love to. I'm such a music junkie. I love concerts. I'd love to be able to go to like follow a band around a state for like a week or 2 weeks and just go to every show they're doing. Just not worry about anything. Maybe in my 20s I could have. But then I was broke. Still broke. Now I got kids and I'm broke. Yeah, one of my bucket lists is there. That's Red Rocks Amphitheater. Maybe I'll make it there someday. I'll come out and say hi to you, Dustin. We'll cross paths if I ever make it out to Colorado. That's kind of on my bucket list of things. The only thing I really want to do besides that in this country is I'd like to go to Yellowstone. I want to see Old Faithful. That whole is Yellowstone in Old Faithful, or is that in Yosemite? Wherever Old Faithful is. I think that's Yellowstone, right? Yeah, see how cultured I am. Ever been to the West Coast? No, Preston. The farthest west I've been in this country is Des Moines, Iowa. And I'll tell you, I did work out there. It was when I for a couple of years, I was a project engineer for UPS, and it landed me, the farthest west was Des Moines, Iowa. I did like 2-3 months in Iowa. I did like 6 months in Shreveport, Louisiana. Did like 6 months in Decatur, Alabama, right outside of Huntsville. Did 3 to 5 months in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Did a whole bunch of time in Newark, New Jersey. A lot of time in Poughkeepsie, New York. I like for about 2 years of my life, my career, I was traveling. I'd leave on Monday and be home on Friday. Want to make a trip to Vegas at some point of your life? Last time you were there, you were too young to do anything. You know, Vegas, I'm kind of on a reservation about Vegas. I'm sure if I was to go to Vegas, I'd have a blast. No doubt in my mind I'd have a good time. But it doesn't really draw. I don't have the pull. I feel like there's a lot of plasticity there. A lot of plasticity. That's the word. I think a lot of plastic. A lot of plastic. I wouldn't mind going. I mean, I'd go if I had an opportunity. I'm not going to seek it out, though. Old Faithful and Red Rocks are my seek out. They're on my bucket list. But Vegas, I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. I'm sure it's a good time. Probably a great time. California is a place to go. Well, start in San Diego and drive all the way up to Seattle. Man, that'd be cool, Preston. Take the coast drive. I wouldn't mind doing that. You know, if you got good company, and just do a drive up the coast, why not? What's the highway that goes up the coast? Is that what's the one? The one in Florida is what, A1A. It goes all the way up the Florida coast. Goes through Miami. The big highway that goes up and down the East Coast from New York all the way down to Florida is 95, Route 95, but it doesn't see much water. You're landlocked. 7 Wonders of the World whenever I retire. You're going to go to the 7 Wonders? Lots of great places to visit: California, Oregon, and Washington. Yeah, you know, I really should go check out California. They say it's not like anything anybody's ever seen. I'll tell you what, I'll put up a challenge, dude. I bet a lot of people don't have this on their bucket list. You come check out the Finger Lakes here in Western New York, man. It's right up. It may not be Napa Valley, but it's like Napa Valley light. It is a lot of vineyards here in Western New York, the Finger Lakes. It's where I like to fish, on the Finger Lakes. But there's there's a bunch of bougie spots up and down the lake where the wineries all have the rich people go and retreat and just sit there and drink their wine and take baths and money. There's a reason why, because it's really, really serene, really cool places. Not on a lot of people's bucket list, though. I don't think the Finger Lakes ever make it to the bucket list. It doesn't match up with the Seven Wonders, Las Vegas, or the West Coast. Pacific Coast Highway. That's it, Preston. That's what I was thinking of. I'd love to do that. That'd be a fun time. You got to do it in a convertible, though, right? You can't do it in a not a convertible. I'm thinking Mazda Miata convertible up the Pacific Coast Highway. Mazda Miata. We don't need no stinking Corvette convertible. No, we want a driving class. We have Mazda Miata convertible, 1992 Mazda Miata. I only say that because my neighbor has one. Remember those Miatas? He's got one, man. One of my neighbors has one. I'm so tempted to try to find them, but he says they're getting harder and harder. He's a guy about my age. You know, I'm a strapping 26, 27 years old. So is this guy down the road. And he comes zigging down the road in this little 5-speed Miata, got the top down. And he goes, he comes, he's taking me for a ride in it. The thing is fun. 79 Gremlin. There we go. It is. The old Gremlin, baby. The Gremlin was the one in Wayne's World, right? Isn't that a Gremlin? Or is that a Rambler? Aren't the Gremlin and Ramblers very similar? I remember Gremlin was in Wayne's World, right? 79 Gremlin. All right, good. I see. I know my stuff. Of course it is. I knew that. It's funny. It's funny, though. I remember someone driving a Gremlin. I've lived in Southern California, Northern California, and Washington. There's so much natural beauty and nature and also great cities. Yeah, I can imagine. You're right in the, we have this talk about here in New York because we have a wide amount of weather. We experience a lot of weather here in Western New York. Like today, it's windy and cool. It's 60 degrees and windy outside. And, 2 weeks ago, it was like 90 and balmy. Like you couldn't stand outside because the air was so humid and hot. Now it's 60 and windy, and you kind of want to put on like a wind jacket on. You want to put a little too cool for shorts. And this is what's great about Western New York. In 2 weeks from now, we could have white stuff on the ground. This time of year, anything goes. That wind comes off the northern front, and so I hear Southern California, specifically San Diego, has the most consistent, best weather days in the country. And maybe, Preston, you live there. You may experience it. What's it like? 70, sunny, and cool every day, right? So did I see the sweet cards in the chat? I was curious as to what everyone had in their collection. Some beautiful cardboard. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I wish I wasn't at work when it was coming over because I got some that I have sitting around that I always want to show off. There was some good looking stuff. I don't have any of the who had the retro stuff. Preston had those old tobacco cards. Those were pretty cool. Actually, I was putting together. I was going to put together my top 5 cards. The weather is close to perfect. I was going through it like, this is one of my favorite ones I got. I forget I have this. Love this card. I was talking with my neighbor about this guy, about Nolan Ryan. Probably going to go down with the best pitchers ever. Love to see. I'll throw them up here. Maybe I'll do some. I like this one. I think I won this from, actually, Dylan McAllister. I think I won this as like a extra hit. It wasn't actually in the break. He gave it away as an extra. Love some Nolan Ryan. Yeah, some of you guys had some really sweet Fernando Tatis autos. I do got a couple Kyle Lewis. I got a Kyle Lewis kick there. I was hot on the Kyle Lewis train before he got big. So I got a couple Kyle Lewis's. I don't know if Kyle Lewis holds any value right now. He doesn't have Tatis value. Those are pretty nice. I love this stuff. Inception. Those patch autos are great. I think this one's out at 25. Yeah. That one Tatis auto, I know I pulled for him. I pulled that out of Topps Chrome last year. I think I got a really cool Tatis auto. Hold on, let me go look. All right, here we go. If you guys are still here, I'll show you my Tatis collection. I don't have a lot. I do have a couple. Well, I got this bad boy, Stadium Club. Should put a sleeve around it because of the outside scratch. I put this in a one touch. Actually, my son opened this in a boombox. And this, we used to subscribe to the boombox back in 2019. Hey, Sean. So that's I don't know what that was. It's got to go for a couple dollars. I probably should protect it. The corners are kind of crap. I definitely didn't take good care of it. My son opened it, so it's not gonna. It's still an auto, but I don't know. It's probably not worth. The one corner looks pretty rough, and that's bad on me. Another one I have is this one. I really like this one. I got this actually in an optic, first off the line optic box I bought myself. Feel free to put it in the Otani chase. Tatis has no value. This is numbered out of 20, 14 out of 20. I just like the rated rookie. I love the rated rookie in the tat. It doesn't say rookie, does it? It says rated prospect. I love that design. I remember seeing that as a kid. And I like that. That's the teal velocity. That's pretty cool. I don't know what these go for. I've never really checked them. I'm no plan on getting rid of them. But this is probably the best Tatis I have. Out of triple threads, out of 10. 2 out of 10. That's from 2019 triple threads. I do have another one I just got redeemed. I got one off of a high tech. This one might actually go for a couple. Triple threads holds a pretty high value. That's on card, and it's out of 10. Still looking for your first Tatis auto. Well, I was very. See, I started really hardcore collecting in 2019 is when I really took engage, and Tatis autos were flying around like crazy. They were collectible, and they went for a good $1. They weren't cheap then. It wasn't like they were like a Cedric Mullins. Everybody was chasing Tatis. I mean, they were bringing. I remember 2019. If you guys remember it, everybody knew the kid was going to be great. They didn't know he was going to be this. I mean, no one could notice it was going to be that great. I remember 2019 specifically because this was the big card in 2019. I remember hitting this, and this was a monster of a card. Not so much anymore. Yeah, you know my best card. I'm not pulling. I haven't pulled it. So, this was a Peter Alonso, big meter Peter. This was a big card in 2019. He got the rookie of the year that year. He's kind of fallen off. I remember getting that, and I was dancing in the street. Another big card I like a lot is this flawless Ronald Acuna. And I won this in a break. I mean, most of my big cards I've won in breaks. It wasn't me opening stuff. That's a pretty sweet Acuna. It's not his rookie year. I think this is from 2019. So it's not 2018, but it's 2019. He's still a sweet card. I like that one a lot. Some other cards I like. I don't know how much value this has or if it what is. I won this in a break. I love this card. It's just a card you don't see every day. Two catchers that don't get a lot of name best players ever to play baseball. Probably some of the best. Two of the best. Johnny Bench and Piazza. Definitely. How'd I get the name Garbanzo Bean? Well, it's a long story. Long story. He does look unhappy. Oh, here's that other one. Here's the other Tatis I got. I just redeemed this. This is the one I scratched off. And then I sent it to Tops because it scratched right off. So that's that high-tech one. I like this one a lot. This was a redemption I had. Although the value ain't there anymore. Good old Gleyber Torres just don't do it like he used to. Yeah, that card you were talking about. This is the best card I own. And that is out of 8. I don't know what it's actually worth, but it's a couple dollars. I've got my own idea in my head, but I don't think I'll get it. I'm just going to hold on to it. One guy I work with says he's going to end up going down as... God, he kind of single-handedly brought his... Where's he from? Lithuania? He single-handedly put Lithuania in contention for the gold. He's doing things with basketball kind of uncharted. He's really that good. Luka Doncic, undeniably one of the best players in the game. And it doesn't look like he's going away. If anything, he's going to get better. Well, we're an hour in. I don't think it's looking good, folks. I might just might have to cash it in here a little bit. Doesn't look like cardboard's on the agenda today. Oops, I didn't see any orders come over. All right, yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes. I think I'm gonna bring it down. It doesn't look like anything's gonna go. I think everybody's already chromed out. Well, I'm gonna bring it down. It was good chatting with you. It was fun. I'm gonna have to get a pictures together. I did want to put up my top 5 cards on Reddit. I might end up doing that. Maybe I'll get them together and do that. His Mosaic Rookie 99 went for $890. So yours is probably $1,500 to $2,000. Hey, Carter. Well, are you talking the Luka Doncic card? I had somebody offer me. I'm just saying, I don't know if it's worth that. Because this is choice. It came out of choice. So this is a scope card. I had somebody offer me $10,000 for it. I don't know if he was legit or not. When I won it, I had offers. I remember when it came up on the Breakers channel that I was on, someone offered me $10,000 off on Instagram. You would price it around $50,000. I don't know if it's $50,000. It's not graded, but it's only out of 8. It's called a Prism Scope, I think it is. And someone said, and then I had someone else tell me not to sell it for anything less than 20 grand. My thoughts are, if he keeps up his track, it's only going to go up. So I'm just going to hold on to it. I don't know. Maybe it's only worth $2 grand. I'd be happy with $2 grand. The break I got into, it wasn't expensive. It was like a $200 break. The silver is selling for 15 grand, non-numbered. It's good for his scholarship. Yeah. Well, the Cedric Mullins scholarship did take a couple bumps, The Danny Mendick scholarship, not so much, but the Cedric Mullins stock is doing good. I'm happy with that. I got someone's at the front door. Tell you what, give me 1 minute. I'll be back. Yeah, asking and sold, two different things. You're right, Carter. You're not wrong. I don't know what I would get. I'm just going to hold on to it. I don't think there's any. I think if anything, it's going to go up before it goes down. The way Luka plays. I mean, Luka's a pretty amazing basketball player. Give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back. And we're back. We're back. We're back. Is the music still going? Oh my. Get that off of there. I gotta reset all my settings. They're all messed up. So other cards that I have that I haven't showed yet. Love this one. I don't know the value of it. I don't think we'll ever get rid of it. But it's a 101, and it's filthy because I had it. I used to have it on the stand out back there. Won this in a break too. 101. Triple thread. Some of the best cards, I think, best cards, just so good to look at, is triple threads. Triple threads, so amazing. They are such great looking cards. Nice all-star. When they had good all-star uniforms. Love that card. From 2019 top. So that's 2018 all-star game. Like that one. I'm glad Aaron Judge is still holding his own. Right, Preston? I think it's great. And this is another one. Won this one in a break, too. It was a redemption. And it came back. I didn't realize how low of a number it was going to be. 2 out of 6. And it's a buyback. This was out of 2019 Topps Finest I bought into. And it's a buyback of 2000 Topps. Derek Jeter. That's cool. It's finest. Topps Finest. Topps Finest was is one of the longest running staples in the Topps genre. And the Topps Finest, actually, someone told me, I don't know if it's true or not. Topps Finest was the first one to do a refractor card. They were the first print that did the refractor. So what would be my top 5? I don't know. I don't have a lot of older cards. I wish I did. Actually, I do have an old Nolan Ryan that McCoy gave me. All-Star Breaks. Dave McCoy sent this to me. Pretty freaking cool card. That's probably my favorite old card that I have. This is, what year is this? 71? Oh yeah, 71 Topps. Not graded real well, but you know, still a sweet card. The first refractor was in the 93 Topps Finest set. So that is true. That is. Topps Finest was the first one to do a refractor. I like that card. That's my best vintage card I own. And I got to thank Dave McCoy. He sent me this. Pretty sweet of him. So top 5, I don't know. Just go Cedric across the board and go Cedric crazy with my top 5. Too many good cards to choose from. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get a. I do want to post on Reddit my top 5. It was something they were doing there for a while. That's pretty cool. All right, Preston, get back to work. Do your thing. I'm going to finish this cup of tea, then I'm going to bring it down. Doesn't look like we're going to get many hits today. Doesn't look like anybody's, I think everybody's chromed out. I've been on here, off and on about an hour and a half, and I'm sitting at the same spot we were. So the Lunchbox Fantasy, baseball fantasy, coming to the end right now. This is the last week of it. Def Mud Thief taking it away, running away with it. I hear you, Andy. I'll tell you. Yeah, it's not a cheap not a cheap product in any sense. So the fantasy, we are in the playoffs, and Def Mud Thieves pulled ahead over Chad West. I wouldn't say shellacking. I still think there's a chance. It's only Friday. We still got the weekend here. But, man, he's got a couple double headers coming up, man. If Goldschmidt and FL Tuve and Machado come online, got a chance. But, man, look at this pitching. He's actually got, I've never seen that many starting pitchers on a lineup. He should take out the strikeout. You got to have the most strikeouts. Only got 22 with all those stars. So today's a big day for Chad. If Evaldi does good, if Alex Wood does good, if Espino does good, if Casey Mize does good, if Bailey Ober does good, if Humberto Castellano, wow, look at that. All those starting pitchers. Today's the day for Chad. But, man, look at his lineup. He's got Will Smith as a catcher. Great catcher for the Dodgers. Got Goldie, Altuve, Machado, Brandon Rogers, Sir Didi, Wilmer Flores, Castellanos. Man, Castellanos, how on fire. What a 2021 year he's had. Tommy Edman, Santander, Eloy Jimenez, the Yaz. Well, this is his secret sauce. He's got San Francisco players up the wazoo. He's got a lot of NL. He's got NL West is the key to victory. San Diego, LA Dodgers, and San Francisco. He's loaded with the anybody that loaded up with the NL West is doing A-OK. Big day for him today. And his competition, not too shabby. We got Yasmani Grandal, Big Meter Peter, Colton Wong, Kyle Farmer, Carrera, J.P. Crawford, Ty France, Juan Soto, Bryant, getting that NL West love, Brandon Lau, Rojas, Thomas, and got Miggy Cabrera sitting right there in his utility spot. That's pretty sweet. Got Winker, man. Jesse Winker's had a great year. I didn't know he was hurt, though. Let's see what he's got for pitchers. He's only got a couple. He's got 3 compared to the other ones. Sonny Gray, not too shabby. Cabrera and Justin Steele. So, oh, man. Corbin Burns, man. Oh, boy. I just drool over these lineups. This is pretty amazing. I don't think I've ever seen anybody have that many starting pitchers in one lineup. Today is the day for Chad. If Chad doesn't do it today, it's all over. So, good luck to Chad. Good luck to Darren. Darren's holding strong. He's got 148 points, where Chad's got 127. So, Darren's had a great year. Good luck to both of you. One of you are going to come out first place. One of you are going to get a $300 hobby box. I've got if you didn't know, I don't know if anybody's ever looked at this, but I do have in the message. Let's see, they're going at it. Oh, they're dropping. They're playing. They're still playing. I haven't picked up or dropped anybody in a while. Right here, the league chat. I do have all the lineup. What the? The message board here. Here we go. So the plan is first place is going to get a $300 hobby box. Second place, get a $200 hobby box. Third place, get a $100 hobby box. We already did our first break during the All-Star break. Second break will happen during the World Series. Drafting will be done the same as the first. Everyone will get at least one team. This break will have $1,400 worth of cards. $1,400 break. It's going to be pretty good. I'm going to try to make sure everybody gets a little bit of something. I'm going to give it my best effort. No one walks away empty-handed out of a $1,400 break. I'm going to try to get as many autos in there as possible. $1,400 is a decent amount of cards. We could just do one box of one box of what is it? The $2,000 box. 6 cards. $1,400 we could do 3 boxes of iMac. 10 cards. 20 cards. Or what was it? Or who was saying this? Dirt Rat? Or who was it? Was it Joker? I'm thinking 1989 Dunruss. We can get a lot of cheddar for 1980. We get a lot of 1988 tops in there for $1,400. Flawless. Yeah, there we go. Flawless. 1 box of Flawless. I'm just saying, for $1,400, we could get a pallet of 1988 tops. 89 Dunruss or something crap like what 91 Fleer. So that'll be coming up. We're gonna lock in, and we'll be drafting it before the World Series. I believe is October 26th is the World Series, so we got a month to prepare for it. I'll spend some time building up what we want to break in there. I'll let you guys vote on it. Should be a good time. We'll have a good time. The case of Big League. There we go. Opening day. Big League. All right. Well, Andy, I appreciate it. Preston, thanks for stopping by. Carter, thanks for stopping by. It looks like everybody's busy right now. I'm going to call it. I'm going to bring it down. Maybe I'll be on tonight. I got a bike ride planned with the kid if it doesn't rain. So we'll try some Friday night fun. Maybe we'll get more traction. We'll get some cardboard open. I do have a bunch of breaks up there. So I appreciate it. I'm going to bring it down. Thank you for everybody who's hanging out. Thanks for everybody that filled the breaks yesterday. We'll get something going today. Dandy Andy, be well and smell well. We'll be seeing you around.